So we've got some more interesting news before Black Ops 7's beta drops, or the reveal at COD Next, and I'm going to get straight into it. There's three things I want to cover today. So first things first, this is all going off what the Treyarch dev said in an apparent quote-unquote Q&A sort of thing. It felt like he definitely wrote the questions out himself, because there was definitely none about skill-based matchmaking, nothing like that, which we all know we would damn well ask 1,000 times if they're going to get rid of it. So regardless of that, so three things that he covered: the grapple and hook in multiplayer, Black Ops 2 remastered maps that we've never seen before, and what happens with the jumping situation off the walls. So let's start with the easiest one, the jumping system. Apparently you get 3 jumps and you lose momentum after the first one, so you'll lose a little bit per jump. So they're trying to stop it so you can spring around the map, basically. Now, if we all know what happens when they say they try to stop things being broken, it ends up being broken anyway, such as snaking, such as the obviously Black Ops 3 gliding effect. You know, there's so many things where they try to cap it and they don't cap it properly. So I wouldn't be surprised if you can still ping pong around the map pretty easily on this game. Obviously we'll have to find out, but that's where I'm going. I think it's going to be pretty similar to the brokenness of head glitch and snake and that kind of stuff, where you just kind of don't have a cap to it. Anyway, we could see that differently play out, but we'll see in the reveal of the multiplayer at COD Next. So onto the grappling hooks. He literally outright just straight said the no grappling hooks in multiplayer. They're on about maybe implementing it into their 32 vs 32 mode, which, I mean, sure, whatever, but then why not just have it in the core multiplayer as well? But sure, whatever. So there is no multiplayer universe where grappling hooks are a thing. Now, obviously, we had that with Black Ops 4. Or was it 3? I don't remember anymore. They've all mixed together. We had that with the specialist system, and it was a cool way to do it. You know, so it's not going to be in multiplayer. Whatever, sure, okay, I can live without that. Now, onto the biggest question: Black Ops 2 maps remastered that we haven't seen before. Now, this is an interesting one because we've seen an absolute smothering of remasters in the last few years. So, you know, is it going to be a point where we're looking now at, I don't know, maybe a new map coming in, like Carrier of Black Ops 2. I loved Carrier, which, for those that don't remember what it was called, sorry, what it looked like, it was the massive ship that aircraft carrier that you could like run about on those broken planes on it and stuff, and it's from the campaign as well. And little snipers used to love it, the trick shot and all that kind of stuff, so that would be cool. And yeah, obviously so that accompanied with the Omni movement, I don't know how it would go with stuff like Carrier. People are saying Plaza. Obviously, a lot of people like Plaza, especially with the little Skrillex tune in the building. I don't think they'd be able to use that one. If they did, I don't think it would be that song nowadays. So it'd be interesting. I don't know. There's a good few of the Black Ops 2 maps that they could remaster. Even the DLC ones. Some of them, like obviously they had Grind, but we had that in Black Ops 6. Magma, I think it was called. Like, there was some awesome DLC maps, some awesome maps in general, and this may be a hot take, right, but I would love Studio back. I know we've had Fire Range, but Studio, where it's all like cinematic and, you know, movie set props, I thought that was really cool. I'd like to see a cool version of that done again. And then, yeah, obviously, as we said about the multiplayer with no grapple gun, that was from Black Ops 4, just double-checked. It was Black Ops 4 that we had the grapple gun, which is kind of cool, and obviously that's not going to be returning from what we've been told. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least, to see how the specialist system play out, even if they exist. I don't know if they fully exist yet, but yeah, we're counting down the days to COD Next now, and I am, like I said, I'm very intrigued because I want to see how Raid plays with the way the movement is now. I want to see how Hijack plays. I want to see how Express plays, because they're 3 of my favorite maps of all time. It's going to be interesting to see how they've adjusted it for the way that the movement is, you know. And obviously, with the movement being as quick as it is these days, they're going to have to have largened the map a little bit and make it bigger. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to see something on Uplink over the next few weeks, which possibly we might. I'm not sure. But just to sum it up, no grappling hooks in multiplayer. Not really bothered by that. Black Ops 2 remastered maps that we've never seen remastered. You know, that's a win in my opinion, if we can get, like, because the thing is, right, everyone keeps talking about, are the maps going to be really bad or really good, like the original maps this year. if we're going off anything on Black Ops 6, you know, we know they're going to suck. So it's always nice to know and yes, people say, oh, but we need original, and I agree, I completely agree, right? But at least this way, we have maps that play well, that we all like, and work competitively, work for pubs, work for whatever. And it's nice to be able to sit there and say, okay, well, at least I've got this to go and play constantly. And I don't know about you guys, but I used to love just banging out S&D and on, like, Express and stuff, on League Player and all that kind of stuff. So them maps, you know, I could sit and play them all day. But yes, I completely agree. There should be better maps at launch, hopefully, original maps. But it would be nice to definitely see some old school Black Ops 2 maps come back that we haven't seen in a good while, because there was a lot of them. You know, there was that drone map. There was all kinds of different cool maps on that game. And to be honest, I think there was maybe only 3 or 4 that I personally didn't like. But I mean, even Cargo. People are very hit and miss about Cargo. For a pubs map, it wasn't bad, you know. But competitively, obviously, it wasn't in the rotation for a reason. So yeah, dude, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see that. And then the last thing was, obviously, you're going to have 3 jumps, and you lose momentum per jump. So, for example, you'll bunny hop off a wall, you'll jump really high, you'll do it again a few seconds later, you'll get less, you do it again, you get less. And it's sort of imagine when you were doing a wall run on Black Ops 3, I assume that when you were already running, if you didn't have Afterburner, how you wouldn't be able to regen as quick, and you'd have to time your jumps better. I think it's going to be more based around timing and movement on this. So that's sort of what they're implying. Obviously, I could be wrong on that, but I guess we're just going to have to find out. But let me know in the comments what you guys think of these three things that have been announced with the Black Ops 7 reveal coming up. The multiplayer, is this a win? Well, give me some maps. Give me some maps in the comments what you would like to see remastered from Black Ops 2. Because like I said, there's going to be a lot of debate of what people like, what people don't like. Just, I'm curious, because like I said, there's a lot of people that don't like certain maps, a lot of people that do like certain maps. Some people might be pissed about the grappling hook. Some people might be like, thank God that's not in the game. I don't know. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Let's have a little debate about it, and let's see where everyone's at going into this this new game before COD Next drops, because we haven't got that much longer until that thing comes out. So it's going to be interesting. But thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub if you're new. As always, it helps out a ton, and I will catch you in the next one.